Within the inner heart I plead for you to talk to me. I wanna hear all the good and bad, the new stories you had. As I drift across the sky, the hour hand turns high. So good night, let me sing a lullaby. I'll be singing, baby. Another water in the night. Let me paint the view, color the town with my light. For every moment shared with you, night and in the day, you're never fully gone, going to be back again until the coming of the dawn. 2 hands meet at zenith, nothing comes between us, dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you around the water, we slowly dance. Whenever our eyes meet, you know you leave me in a trance. It means everything to me. Looking down below, I'll always seem to find, no matter where you might go, remember you'll be on my mind. Within the inner heart I plead for you to talk to me. I wanna hear all the good and bad, the new stories you had. As I drift across the sky, the hour hand turns high. So good night, let me sing a lullaby. I'll be singing, baby.
Everything working? Yeah, everything should be working. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Welcome to Cafe Autumn, where we don't care who you are as long as you're not a cunt. Oh, right. It's gonna cause noise. So, yeah, I'm back to drawing today. So, I had said last year, before it closed, that I wanted to do more fan art. I wanted to draw more like fan art of our characters because I felt like, you know, there's so many characters that I wanted to draw that last year that it just didn't go through. And I wanted to kind of start with that this year. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to draw Henya and Kason in this particular project I had for a while now. To give people an idea of where my mind is going, I specifically am going to... The reference I'm going to be making is based around the film Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I think I could show the scene. Let me just... Yeah. I think I can show the scene. It is, however... It's a copyrighted... It's a copyrighted film. So I put a watermark over it, and yeah. But essentially, this is what I'm going to be referencing regarding this. Yeah. I like... I don't really... I mean, I watch martial art films every now and then. But it's just like I'm not like a full big time like know-it-all on them. But Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, it's actually a film I like love to come back to every now and then. This scene sticks in my mind from that film, just the choreography. Like, yeah, the weapons are fucking fake, absolutely, but it's like the actions, the movements, just the fluidity. It's just, oh man, it's a really good fight scene, and I love it. And I was just like, I wanted to make, yeah, I wanted to make a like an artwork on Henya and Kason based entirely around like this scene from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, more or less. So I took pictures of both combatants in this scene, and I'm going to be using them for sort of like reference poses. However, I also took looked around and took a few different pictures from like animation, to sort of modify the different, modify the poses and sort of make them a little more unique instead of just being straight one-to-one. But yeah, definitely. That's okay. Yeah. The only time I hook up my Steam Deck tonight for that, and yeah. But yeah, that's my plan. All right. I don't have it showing, do I? I can fix this. At least I think I can. Why is it not? That's weird. It just doesn't see it. Okay. That's a bit of a setback, but that's not impossible to work with. Or is it? Yeah, that is weird. Oh, is it showing me now? There we go. I don't know why it was giving me trouble earlier. Okay. So if that's the case, then it should be able to... Yep, I have it all set up here. So let me just transform, edit to screen. There we go. Okay. Hopefully everything is fine. But yeah, that's my intention here. I want to make Henya and Kason fan art based off of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. First, we're going to be doing Henya. This is going to be like two artworks. So first, we're going to be doing Henya. I can show you a little bit while I get the music player loaded up. But yeah, it's this scene. It's this picture. This is a reference. Let me... That's a reference. But to add things a little more differently, I looked for shots that were a little more similar for what I wanted. And I found this frame from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I kind of want to do, like, mix these two together, but instead of the hand just being one-to-one, I'm going to have it just be, like with Ed, he has, like, just a finger up like he's taunting it. I want to have it be the whole hand. And you know the taunt I'm talking about? Like, it's just, like, sometimes in movies, they'll have an opponent or a person will just, like, have it in the same way, have their hand in the same way, but it's just instead of the finger, it's the hand. Just, come on. That's what I want to do. But yeah, first we're gonna get this down. And it's pretty simple because the way I do references now is literally I just make sort of stick figures, just sort of posed in the right way. It just sort of like in the general direction of sort of where the poses are. Okay, that's working. Yep. All right. That should be good. Okay. So I'll try to do my best to keep an eye on chat and everything. If you guys want to talk and everything, I'm mainly going to be focused, but if you guys want to like talk and get a conversation going and whatnot with me, that's fine too. Also, if the music is too loud, do not feel free to tell me. Or if it's too quiet, don't feel afraid to tell me. I'll be more than happy to try and adjust it as best as I possibly can. Okay. Okay, so... what am I doing? Right. Where's my pen? Literally had it here a moment ago. Where's my pen? Oh, it's in my hand. Alright. Back to normal. And I haven't drawn in a hot minute. I know it wasn't like too long ago, but still it feels a little weird, so I gotta get back in the groove. Okay, so this is sort of how I don't think I ever showed my process of how I do like references, do I? So normally what I used to do was this. And then just kind of like it kind of like that, basically. But this is what I've been doing for, I don't know, for a while now. Okay. Then... or... and then... right there. That's usually how I do it. And then from then on, what I do is I sort of just minimize the actual pose and then just try to go as best as I can. Especially considering that she's wearing clothing. Like, I have to go over a little more with guesswork. But because we're combining the two... well, hang on. It's... because if you look at the pose... a little odder. Let me try this. That's better. Okay. So, we're going to go here. Okay, and then... there we go. Now we got both poses up and running. So, shrink this down. Then let's shrink this pose down as well. Yeah. And so that we know where the border is. There we go. Yeah. So I don't intend to do the full drawing on this because this is Autodesk Sketchbook, which I recently found out went defunct, or shut down at least, a few years ago. I think it was actually like a few years after I had decided to use it for my process. So I'm using a very outdated, an outdated application for this process. But what I usually use it for now is just sketch forms. So I like to just draw the sketches and then go through Clip Studio Paint and then just do the work there. Okay, so and there's Henya in her little kung fu outfit, and that's what definitely inspired her. It's just very much Henya having this sort of kung fu outfit. Get full model. Yeah. Yeah, just this whole attire is what inspired it. And I'm gonna have to keep to model on that one. Okay, so do that. All right. So I'm thinking, let me get rid of it. Bit of a tilt. And I think, honestly, considering that her design doesn't really have any weapons, I think I might just have her go hand to hand instead of it, because in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, she's carrying a sword. So I think it would be better to have her just go hand in hand. So I'm just trying to think what that look like. Her hand would probably be extending more back. Yeah, it would be extending more back, like palm facing the camera, back of the hand away from it. Yeah, so something like this. Just a crude drawing. Something like this, I think. Yeah, something like that. I really feel like I should have her character sheet up, shouldn't I? I mean, it's just a sketch. I don't think it matters too much, so we'll just... Because I want to get the dimensions at least somewhat accurate and right. So let's just go with that. We just need a sketch up. We don't need we don't need to go incredibly detailed on this. Okay, and regarding that one. More like that, and then Okay, it's a left hand, so... Yeah, so it's a left hand, and by that angle... Yep, absolutely, the thumb would be here. So, I would say... Well, if I want it the way I want it, I feel like the hand has got to be... it probably would be beneficial to have it maybe... I don't know. I mean, the way that it is positioned with the arm here is that it definitely showcases with the motion that the arm is not all the way out. It's like it's bent. So, like, hang on. Something like this. Like that motion I want to follow. Okay. So... I could at least try to take some notes from the post they did for Ed.
Living life when we were young, trying to find where we belong. Never thought those days would
I don't know. I think the problem I'm looking at with the sketch is that it feels a little too far away from the face is the thing.
mirror, mirror.
So let me see about that.
The misery roaming in the streets. Doesn't
I don't need the full thing.
got to look ahead
Let's go here.
and leave it all behind me with all your might. Take
I think that's a little better.
the past and let them blow into the
Yeah, because it's hard to tell because the hand covers like the actual arm itself, like the angle in terms of where the elbow bends. So it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Also, I think that's... Hang on. Let me just...
From the night the stars aligned,
Then we just get rid of it.
knew we'd be close for quite some time. Guess the heavens had a plan for us.
Okay. Let's go... Take this away.
Every day we gave our all.
And
Making dreams happen, big or
take that away. And then we just move it. There you go.
light a fire in me and keep the passion burning. There comes a
Yeah.
when you'll have to fight with
Yeah, more or less that works as a sketch. Okay, so then now here comes the a little bit of the fun part. I have to sort of draw Henya's hairstyle or general like idea of it. Okay, so we need a different color for this. I'm thinking just red as an indicator. I mean, the hairstyle is pretty simple when you really look at it. Yeah, there's a lot of detail, but with my work, I don't like to go incredibly that much detail. Simplify it. So, like, for example, just go Mickey Mouse. It's really that simple. Hang on, I'll show you. Check it. Oh, don't. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. Some of these hairstyles are just really easy to break down. Like this one with Henya. Like, yeah, it looks a little complex, but if you really just break it down in terms of a silhouette, it is literally 3 circles. You just do Mickey Mouse. And then there's a little bit of a curl there. And then okay. There's just a big ol' hairbang just smack dab in her face. That always makes drawing facial expressions a lot easier. I will say that. It's probably not going to be as long, but if anything, I might just have it, like, tied back in some way. Or, I don't know, maybe it... Because here's the thing with my mind, is like, I'm just trying to think, she has a kung fu attire, how would she look in battle? And it's just like, would she have her hair in her face, or would she have it tied back? I don't know, that'd be kind of, I think that'd be kind of fun to, to go through. Okay. Just double check things, making sure everything is fine. Okay. Yep. Everything looks fine. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna go full detail on that, but let's actually merge these two together. A little more transparent. And I guess that works. Let's shrink it down a bit. And then just the detail of the glasses. Don't worry, we'll fix all of this. It's just, like I've said, this is just drawing to get me started. When I go into this with Clip Studio, I'm very much going to rearrange a lot of stuff. On. Something like that. Yeah. So there you go. There's a sketch of Henya. I really should, like, readjust this sketch line here so that way I can sort of tell. Here, I'll go for... Yeah, that'll work. There we go. Just parts of it. Like chalk lines on a board. So the other day, a friend of mine was sort of coming to me for some kind of advice on drawing. And she was like, okay, so I'm drawing, but I don't really know how to make like a fade, like a fade for color. And I literally just told her, when it comes to coloring, right? Let me just do an example. Right? When it comes to coloring, if you want to have sort of a fading attire, you go with a soft eraser. You don't want to go with the hard eraser. Soft eraser, it helps make it seem a little more like an easier fade away from the color. It can help with lighting and shading quite a bit. And then she needed to know some like other tools in regards. And I was working with Clip Studio Paint, which is what she used. And I was just like, I was telling her about all these different kinds of tools and whatnot, like how to utilize coloring and everything. And then it just, through that talk, it just made me realize, you know, honestly, maybe I should just kind of give like my own art tips in terms of what I do for my process more. Like, if what I do is genuinely helpful to people getting started in art, I would honestly be down for that. But I don't know. I don't know if, like, I'd be a good teacher. I really don't. I don't know. Maybe people think I am. I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself to be much of a teacher, honestly. I'm just somebody who knows a lot, not really, like, somebody well-versed in this education. Like, I don't know, like, you know, I pick up some words, and I pick up some things more or less from classes. Like, I recently took an art class. An art class in college. And so I picked up some things. Actually, I took 2 art classes in college. So I picked up some things regarding, like, drawing and all that, but the terminology, the layman culture, all that stuff, bits and pieces, I remember it, but very much in just smooth brain regarding that. You know? It's like, I more so go off the chest of like what I feel is right or wrong when it comes to doing art, or right or wrong even when it comes to like certain designs. Like, you know, no offense, right? But when it comes to a lot of, like, models, for example, VTuber models, there are some critiques I have. For example, they're overcomplicated. They're incredibly overcomplicated. It makes it kind of hard to draw them. Again, no offense to the actual VTubers or anything, or even the artists who make it, but it's just, like, I feel like less sometimes is more. I'm not talking just about clothing, the fucking pervs. I'm talking about, like, just what you have what you put on your design. Sometimes just less is more. You don't have to add in all this new stuff or anything. Sometimes you can just go a little more simpler with the design and still get the general idea. Okay. I'm going to save that. Okay, that's sketch 1. Let me open up the second. Yeah, okay, so I already have it up here. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. So, this story, I actually did have, like, a starting point with these sketches. But the problem was, things got moved around on my hard drive, and those files got corrupted. So I had to start over. So I have to start over. I put this up the last time. I haven't touched these files in quite a bit, though. I put this up, just as a replacement, but... So, let me get... I only have one pose of hers? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that's... I'm making, yeah, like I said, I'm making a Henya and Kei-san sketch. So yeah, I'm going with, again, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but also, because she has a sword, I'm going with, this scene from the Boondocks where Huey's a samurai. Yeah. I kind of... Now let's just try going with this first. Okay. So that's... hang on. Yeah, so that's essentially the pose from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That. I also want to combine it with this. And honestly, I would think it would be more beneficial to have her on this level. And just somewhere in between here. Considering sort of the motion, the stage direction and whatnot. Okay. So we're gonna go with that. And then lower the size of the head. And then have the arm here. Alright. And then she's actually going to be holding a sword, so... Let me see. Oh, man. Yeah, that's fine. That's something that took me a little bit to get to understand regarding, like, perspective. Especially when it comes to weapons. Because, yeah, you take a look at this and he's absolutely holding a sword, but you remove it. The lines are crude, but you can tell a genuine perspective is in hand. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Hold on. Just need to double check. The top of her head is cut off, so I'm just like, is there nothing there? Or is there like something like a cowlick or something? So let me see. Oh. Oh, honestly, with what I'm going with, I actually think this is better. Yeah, let's get the full one. I need to see it. Yeah, this one. Alright. Just give me a sec. There you are. Alright, we're gonna save that. Yeah, I was talking about, like, sort of... It was like for Henya. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, it was like how I should, like, draw the hair and everything. Right? I realized I only had one pick of case on, but then when I just tried to go and look for more, I did not realize, also, love the pants girl. I did not realize that she had another version of it where she was actually, like, had her hair tied back. Love it. Okay. So, now that we got that up, we can make this smaller. And make that smaller. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so anything on this? Nope. Nope. Okay. Nothing here. Okay, good. So yeah. All right, so blue. Oh, right. I do have to do this. Hmm. Hmm. Here's the thing, it's like with the way the angle this whole pose is in, it feels very much like it feels one-to-one with the camera, but the direction makes it feel like, you know, you're kind of like the camera's pointed down. So I think, yeah, this would probably work better. So something like that, and then okay. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. And then I'm thinking considering the size difference, I don't think... Yeah, alright, give me a sec. Now let's go more outward. The hand. Because I'm using a pick for Huey, and Huey's definitely a, like, smaller built character. As opposed to Kason, who has a more fuller grown adult body. So I think, like, definitely proportion comes into mind there. Okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna need to draw the hair. Go for that. Thinking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then it's just. Right. And I'm thinking because of the big code. Probably go something like this, right? Something like that. The coat is definitely going to cover up most of the body. I can at least try to get some of the gesture in the final part, though. Yeah. So let's get these references off. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, so just like we did with Henya. There we go. This. Get that out. And most of this can just go. Yeah. Yeah. That's fun. All right. Let me save that. Okay. So, let me get the color back up here. So yeah, this is the one we got for... This is one we got for Kason. I realized I did not save the progress on the sketch. However, I already got what I wanted, so it doesn't really matter. In the same vein of, I forgot to save for this one, too. And again, I already got what I wanted. So it don't matter. But yeah, this is the one I got for Henya. And then this is the one I got for Keisan. Yeah, with these early sketches, I'm not too worried about keeping the actual file itself once I've gotten what I needed. So yeah. Okay. So let me get out of this. We are done with the sketching. So now I get to move on to Clip Studio. But yeah, I know that seemed a little easy, but I mean, it's the sketching process. It's just, I never intend to go full detail or anything in it, unless I'm, like, the whole purpose is to make the artwork a sketch. Like, when it comes to a full artwork, like what I usually do, yeah, sketching is never really that much of an impossibility. It did take about an hour, though, for both of them. Both of them combined, so... Let me see here. Okay. All right. Get up here. There we go. Now you guys can see. Okay, so for this process to even get started, first and foremost, I'm gonna need to look at like some references. So let me see what I have in store. Okay, so obviously, first and foremost, I'm going to need the actual poses themselves. The actual, like, little things themselves. And then... hang on, I got a better idea. Group these together. Oh. Put them there. And this, the transparency is going to get a bit annoying, so... just... there we go. Also, the way it's positioned, yeah, over here would be much better. Okay, there's that. Now I need a character sheet. Okay, so let me look up Henya character sheet. I cannot find anything. Okay. Alright. That's cool. I am in her Discord, so maybe I can find something there. Let me just double check. Find anything here? Oh wow, I'm not seeing anything in our Discord. Are you on the wrong one? What if I try looking it up? No, nothing there. God damn it. Do I just have to go off the pictures I have? I can do that, but I would much like to have as much information about it as possible, you know what I mean? Okay, I'll try looking for a little bit more, but if I can't actually find anything, then I will just go ahead and say fuck it. I'm finding some things. Like, she does have a full, like, character sheet on her 3D model. Like, that's something. But it's just, like, I need the specific attire. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking. Well, these posts are back from July. I think I need to go further down the timeline here. No, I'm not seeing it. God damn it. Alright. Fuck. Fuck it. Fuck it. I guess I'm working with these. It's... I mean, most of this is just going to get simplified anyway. But I wanted to have a character sheet to be more accurate on it. I imagine there are some people who are just like raising an eyebrows, like, yo, you want a VTuber like character sheet and everything? What the fuck is wrong with you? But actually, that's not really out of the ordinary to ask, because there are actual VTubers who will just post their full design character sheet for people to just use for their artwork and everything. It's actually been really helpful. Like when I did the whole Critter Honkai Star Rail thing, I actually went by character sheets for like different details on different VTubers I was critterifying. Okay, but okay. In that case, let's see here. Let me get the others up. Okay. I'm like, why is it, like, this usually is, like, the picture is 16 by 9. 1600 by 900 pixels. I'm just like, why is it so big? I'm like, oh wait, it's because this whole thing is small. I'm looking at the size, yeah. Alright, I can fix this. Let me just open something new. In times like these, I usually have like a picture at like 3000 pixels or something like that shit. I usually just like to have photos at that high res because usually in the past when I've done like artworks on like bigger monitors and whatnot, they've always been like pixelated as shit on some level, and it's always irritated me. So I like going higher than my usual base res so that it just looks perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, so much better. All right. All I gotta do really just for this is move it. So let's get rid of this. A lot more than what was working with before, but definitely a lot. Definitely something I prefer. Yeah, so we do not need to save this. Okay. Better. Alright. And to avoid this getting ruined, I gotta save this. There we go. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if I have any references for hands. I should have some available. This guy should kind of work. And go with this. Here we go. That'll work. Perfect. I think that's what I got. Yep, that's what I got. All right. Yeah, these are different, but it definitely at least can, I think it will help me a little. If nothing else, I will, by all accounts, just do the pose IRL and then just reference my own fucking hand. Yeah, but this should help for just the actual position I have her in. But yeah. Okay. This entire time I've been thinking how I go about this, and it's just like I am sort of struggling to immediately go with one particular idea. So I figured that's because I got the sketches done. At least I got something on this in terms of progress. And that I just spent a good decent amount of time trying to look for a fucking character sheet, which I actually do still want to continue doing in my own time. I figure call it here just for today. That way I can, like, sort of take a breather, come back properly with a better idea of, like, how I want to tackle this and everything. Because I got, like, the references I needed, more or less. And I got some of the stuff that I have wanted to go through with this, but I do feel like I kind of want to do a second check and just make sure I have everything I need. So yeah. But at least we got something down. We got 2 sketches for 2 art pieces that I'm planning to do. So that is something. That's progress. So I can't knock that. But yeah. I'm gonna get out of here for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. I know it's a short stream and everything, but next time I'll try to put... Next time I come back, I'll definitely put more work in this. But yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna take off. I hope y'all take care and enjoy the rest of your upcoming week and everything. And yeah, I hope y'all are doing good out there, especially those in the California area. I hope overall this and everything, I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. I hope things are, you know, you're managing. I won't say things like I hope everything's fine, because it's kind of hard to say that when things are clearly, from the sounds of it and looks of things, are not fine. So I will just say I hope y'all are hanging in there, and hope y'all are doing your best to deal with what's been going on. To those who don't know, like, California is like gone under with a lot of fires right now. So yeah, I do 100% imagine it's a tough time for a lot of people out there, and I empathize. So I 100% hope that everyone out there is doing good, and I hope y'all are getting through it. I hope y'all are fine, everything considered. But yeah, in the meantime, I have Blue Sky, I have Cara, portfolio to my Artstation. If you want to support me personally, ko-fi.com/Sozo-sha. If you want to see me and my friends on party games and whatnot, like, we just kind of started Marvel Rivals, twitch.tv/CafeAutumn. And if you want to see me do more art down the line, like with this artwork, you can just catch me here on YouTube's. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope y'all take care. Peace.